This place out here is magical. There's no other way to describe it. It's magical. That's why it's Zach's Ridge. And everything that I've been through and losing him was all bringing me to this place. It was bringing me here to help other people's children. I couldn't save mine. But I can help other people with their struggles. And that's all I've ever wanted to do. That's all I want to do now.
Having all these experiences in the military and in law enforcement, I asked myself, why don't we have something better, something available for people like this, people that serve, people that get out here and do what firefighters do, what paramedics do, what police officers do. We have to know in our heart that it takes a toll. It damages that person at their core. You know, firefighters that go into a building and fight a fire like they're supposed to and not realize until after the fire is over that the whole time they've been walking across plywood that was covering 3 children that died in that fire. That's got to change who you are.
Can't you just imagine yourself just sitting here with your family, with a fire, talking about stuff? It'd be real hard to sit here and not talk about things that mattered. It wouldn't be anything superficial. It'd be stuff that's important. Things we never find the time to talk about. And then sometimes you realize you don't have any more time. Didn't take the time when you had it, and now you don't get it.
I really believe that the majority of Americans automatically assume that everybody that was born or that was buried in this cemetery, Arlington National Cemetery, are all veterans that were killed in action in a war. And I don't believe that's true. I believe we would be surprised how many of those tombstones out there, how many of those grave markers mark the grave of a soldier or a sailor or a Marine or an airman, or in private cemeteries, police officers, firefighters, paramedics, whatever, that didn't die as a result of enemy fire, didn't die as a result of killed in the line of duty. I believe too many of them are tombstones of police officers and firefighters and such that died at the end of a needle, as a result of a bottle, suicide, or at some point in their life they just got tired of living in a condition that they were living in, haunted by the ghosts that they didn't have an opportunity to get rid of. And it literally haunted them to death. And I think that's one reason that this training means so much to me. Having been in military service, having been in a combat zone, having been on the streets in a police uniform, and seeing the ugly side of humanity, this training offers these people an opportunity to take a look at the things that have changed them at their core and to do something different.
This is the Vanberg Lodge. It is a meeting hall. This is where the main, right now, this is the only facility that we have that will hold the main trainings. Next door is a bunkhouse that sleeps 44, 22 on each side, so it can be split into genders. Here's the pool, and with picnic tables. This is a tabernacle. It will be used for outside meetings as well as the parties that we have on Saturday nights of the training. The ropes course is a full high element, low element ropes course. this ropes course is interesting because it's a little different because the everything is tied to the top of the trees instead of poles. So when you're up on some of the high elements, they're going to be swaying a little bit with the wind, et cetera, more than a pole does. So it adds a little interesting element there. We plan to use the ropes course for a number of things. It will be bonding. With our parents and our teens, we use it together where they go out and they do some of the lower elements together, and then we get to see firsthand what the family dynamic is. It really comes out on the ropes course, and then we can go back into the training room and deal with that based on the various personalities, because the family dynamic is the key to everything. The spider web is a lot of fun. What you have to do is you start on one side with a group of people of all different ages and sizes, and then you figure out as a group before you begin how to get everybody through the spider web without touching any of the sides of the spider web. So that's always fun. This training is an experiential based training. By that it means that it is your experience. It's an experience based on your life to this date. What has brought you to where you are in your life? Good, bad, not so good. Whatever it is for you, it's based on where your life experiences. We're all different and we react differently to different things. So it makes sense that you would have, if you're going to have a training that is effective, you cannot have something that's out of a can. It can't be something canned because it has to be specifically tailored to you. There's nobody better to do that than you. You know who you are, and you know your heart, and you know how you feel. What's different about this training is that we don't let you come in and talk about things that don't matter. You have to come in and go straight to what it is that holds you back, that's hurt you, that keeps you from being who you want to be. Now, you may not know what those things are. Most people say, well, I don't know. I've never really known who I am. What this training does is, and with the help of your classmates, you get right down to it because they'll help you. They will help you get where you need to go if you choose to go there. It's a trip that's personal. It's incredibly personal, but you share it with 50 other people, and it's powerful. It's a journey you've never been on, but you can literally go to the core of who you are, who you were born to be before the world got a hold of you and twisted you and turned you into somebody that you don't like very much. And that's the problem. You experience the training. What I like to say is you don't, think your way through this training. You feel your way through this training. You feel it. It becomes an experience for you. That's what broke you. That's what will heal you.